Hi, my fellow seekers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't noticed the recent upload I've uploaded, or any of the videos about the big event, then I would suggest you go do that first before you watch this video. Alright, so I'm assuming that you went to go watch the video. If not, continue listening. I'm going to try my best to recite this message to you. Now I'm just going to say this now. I haven't opened the Bible in what it seems like forever. Okay, when I was little, I used to open the Bible to Revelations only, and I would read it. I would read it like crazy, but still, through my conscious mind, it didn't stick. But in my subconscious, the message still lingered. See, also when I was little, I used to sing the only song that ever stuck out to me in regards to, Christ. I would sing Silent Night. And I just love how beautiful that song could sound. But again, I found myself pulling away from the church because I felt like I was giving fed a false word. Yet I was doing the things I needed to do in order to make myself right, right in the eyes of true connection with Source, right? It wasn't until about a year ago that my spirituality took a turn for the best. What seemingly felt like the worst. Well, 2 years ago. I think I said 2. I don't know if I said 1 or 2. I'm a little tired. But what seemed like death was really just death to bring forth the transformation of the self. So parts of me had to die off before accessing the true self, right? So in turn, it really felt like I was going to die. But I'm still here. And now I'm for certain that what died was meant to go, right? The old self. So now I'm stepping into this new transition again with a message to bring to you. Since I guess the summer, around June, mid-June, I've been seeing the number 1221. And, well, the number sequence, 1221. And if any of you know me, y'all know I'm really big about numerology. And numerology has led me really far along my spiritual path. It's been the confirmation, it's been a warning, it's been a message. And I don't know how it clicked. I guess one day I came across a documentary about the Great Conjunction. And I went to actually go look up when this planetary alignment would happen again. And that's how it fell into place, where I made the connection that the original Great Conjunction, which symbolized the Star of Bethlehem, when Christ was born, is the same thing that's going to repeat now, in this day and age. And once I made that connection, it made me realize, like, hey, maybe I wasn't too far off from the path. Maybe I wasn't too far off from my connection with God, my connection with Source, my connection with the universe. God for me is in all things. That's what pantheism is, right? So I find truth in all. Sort of like omniism. Then again, I don't even label myself. It's just a word. Because truth distilled deeply within me, and I really feel like I need to share this with you. This is my way of, I guess, repenting, right? Because again, I didn't go to the church to find out truth, because I knew God, Source, the universe, my ancestors, my guides, angels, whatever you want to call it, the connection to my higher self was all right here. It's all in the soul. So I haven't made this prominent, but I do want to say that I met my twin soul. I know people make it a fad. They talk about twin flames and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, this stuff is rarer than you think. You know, most times, if any, people are mistaking their connections for twin soul relationships when they're really just karmic. I got caught into that loop until I realized the true magic of twin souls actually meeting and their mission here. I understand my mission now. Our mission. I say mine, but we're really just two bodies, one spirit. 2 bodies, 1 soul. And if it wasn't for this person coming into my life, for us to actually meet and to spend time with each other and to connect on a divinely orchestrated platform for us to find these answers together, then I would have just stayed lost. You know? So I'm reminded again how God has been there. Not only has He been there when I was really sick. It was 5:55 right when I said that. God has been there. God has been there when I was troubled, where I didn't believe, right? Source, universe was always around me, whether I was conscious of it or not. And ever since I met my twin soul, which I felt a longing for the longest time, I knew things were going to change. And it made sense why my whole soul changed for the better. I'm not who I was before. And that makes me believe that miracles do happen. So, a lot of synchronicities have been happening in regards to 1221. And synchronicities are those things that are too coincidental, but they are meant to actually happen, but cognitive dissonance gets in the way, and typically it strays you away from the real truth. But it wasn't until today where I finally realized that truth has been all around me. As I saw in regards to numerology, I kept getting hints about 119 and what I was sending and receiving back through messages. The numerological code, the language of the universe that I follow, is 119 or 911. And I was confirmed that what I was sharing with my twin soul was in fact one of the answers I needed, one of the confirmations that my mind, my ego needed. And it's fucking beautiful. You know, as soon as I made this realization and I relayed it and I posted it on my Instagram about how people in Jerusalem are singing for the return of the Messiah. Because again, this conjunction is the star of Bethlehem returns, Christ returns, Christ consciousness returns. The truth returns to our collective. And for those of you who do know me, y'all know I wasn't too big about religion. And I only opened this Bible like twice since having it, and it's not even mine. Hold on. I can't remember who gave this to me. But every time I open this thing up, for the past few times, it opened up to 11:11. And I'm going to show you, and I'm going to read this to you. And again, I mean, you can go to church all you want, but church and truth really do come to you. Here it is. 2 Chronicles, 11:11. Priest, and again, I don't really read this, so of course I'm going to mispronounce some things. Levites, come to Jerusalem. Priests and Levites, come to Jerusalem. That's the first thing I see on here. But I even have it folded too. See, and 11:11 is another numerological code for enlightenment, for being connected with Source, and for twin souls. It's already about to be 10 minutes up in this thing, and I just want to say thank you for those who are actually watching these, because I know I haven't been so uniform in my messages lately, but I feel like this one's really going to hit for some people, you know? All I'm going to say is, even from someone like me who didn't believe, who didn't go to church, who finally sees the truth, who's been relayed the messages all along, because it's not me. My guides, Source, God, Christ, whatever you want to call your higher power, is working through me. I am simply a vessel And I understand that power and why people say that. Even, shamans, for crying out loud, they don't even own their power. You know what they do? They give thanks and gratitude to the higher source. Because it's not them. We are mortal. But we are intuitive enough to receive immortal messages down forth into the earth. And I'm not here to convince you. I'm just here to relay a message. So for whatever resonates with you, it resonates. Simple as that. Plain and simple. So as I got to posting about this Jerusalem and, what's going on with the big prayers and the rejoice we're having, I wrote on that post about how God, basically has something to tell you if you're going to sit still and listen. And how even last night I had a meditation experience where I heard clear as day in a really deep voice, almost angelic, man, that said, "Hello, I've got something to share with you. For your eyes that see." Something like that. I have it written down here in my meditation book. And it was clear, right? And then it makes me think further about why I was attracted initially already to the Star of Bethlehem through Silent Night, through the birth of Christ when I was very little. Anyway, when I made this realization, it was 2:22 p.m. 2:22, another numerological sequence, which means have faith, and keep believing. You can look it up too to get a confirmation. But as soon as I made that realization and it was 2:22 p.m., lights went out at my dialysis clinic. And my machine was the only one that freaking turned off. My TV was the only one that was left on static. Now, if that isn't a divine message of energetic, right when I said divine message, 12:21, I'm getting hot. If that wasn't a divine message, I don't know what is. Oh, man. This is why I make it so important to share these things with you guys. And I don't care if I come off as nuts, because I know my peace. And I don't know what's going to happen. And I know we're going to be shifting into a new age of consciousness. The age of Aquarius. But coming from me to you, this is very real. Don't let cognitive dissonance get in the way. Find your peace. Alright? Make peace. Make peace, alright? That's all I'm going to say. Make peace with it all. Thanks for listening. Bye, guys.